Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Stroud looks to throw on the first play.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Up the middle they go. Bridges. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Stroud.
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You look at this Raiders defense.
And they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 3 yards, all they can muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Ritter. He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Motion man is Schwartz. Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
At the 36-yard line.
Here's Ritter. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line.
Motion man is Schwartz. Off the play fake, it's Ritter.
He'll check this down to Hines. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The Raiders had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
They will run for the first time here with White. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Ritter from the gun on third down.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
A 34-yard attempt.
Carlson able to put this one through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You look at this Raiders defense.
They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Give him 40 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Mechie, the man in motion.
They'll set up to throw. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively. And it'll be 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Raiders 3, Texans 0.
Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Ritter will set up to throw it.
Throw left side complete. That's Hines. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
That's complete to the rookie from UCLA.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 31.
On play action, here's Ritter.
And that is caught. Touchdown, first touchdown of the new season.
And the Raiders are able to add on to that lead.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Bridges. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now back to throw.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Mechie, the man in motion.
They'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Alvin Kamara.
With career touchdown number 96, he joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Texans are back within a score.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Ritter with it after the play fake.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive, as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Throw right side, taken in by Collins.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Another one caught by Collins.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. It makes it hard to defend.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Here's Tucker, complete on the right side.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. 2nd and 6. Ritter now.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Final play before the half. Here's Ritter.
And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Texans 7.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Zamir White, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Here's Tank down to return it from his end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 78 yards.
And the Texans have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was.
He's got a man complete.
Down the right sideline.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Anthony Schwartz.
76 yards.
And the Raiders have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Stopped by Jacory and Bennett. Good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Now a give right side. Bridges. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
134 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On first down, Bridges. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where you just shouldn't have thrown the football. And that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that
one. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out. All Absolutely, because that play will stay in your mind, but somebody have to compartmentalize, put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Stroud working out of the gun.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Hassan Reddick able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. That's such a costly interception. Nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Zamir White.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Stroud looking to throw.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. Ritter to throw it.
He finds his man, complete. That's Hayes. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating there.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Anthony Schwartz,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking to play. Oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Troy Anderson.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
That's complete to Wayne. And all the way down to the 7-yard line.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
43 yards.
Back to throw, Ritter. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively, and it's 2nd down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches,
and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Brock Bowers.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
And Stroud now to throw. This one taken in by Stover.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
2nd down and 3. Stroud.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Again, it's Stroud.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Raiders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there.
And they are going to score again. Yet another a touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2. And that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the move to his left. They shakes him off. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.